Hello, everyone. My name is Gabriel Potvin. I am a professor here in the Department of Chemical and Biological Engineering at UBC, and it is my pleasure to get this opportunity to address you virtually today and tell you a little bit more about our programs and about our discipline. So first thing that comes up is, what is a chemical engineer? What do chemical engineers do? And so what chemical engineers do is the design and analysis of systems or processes to make the universe do things that it doesn't want to do naturally. So what do we mean by that? We spend a lot of time learning how matter behaves and how energy behaves, and we use that knowledge to design systems or processes that transforms the world around us, right? That bends the universe to our will and that creates new products or new processes or services that we can use to solve some of the world's greatest challenges or to meet the demands of society. So this could be the production of food, it could be the production of medicine, of energy, anything that you can imagine that involves a process or a transformation. You have chemical engineers that are there that are designing that system and overseeing the entire process. And so that's why it's so great to be a chemical engineer. It's a really powerful discipline. We can really have a positive impact on the world around us. So in our department here, we offer two programs. We offer a program in chemical engineering, and we offer the chemical and biological engineering program. Now, both of these programs have a lot of similarities, and graduating from both of these programs, you can still work as a chemical engineer. That's what these programs train you to do. The difference between the two is you get to specialize a little bit more in one discipline or the other. Those students that opt for the chemical engineering side will spend more time looking at process control and chemical reactor design, for example. And on the biological side, we spend more time learning about the biological tools that we have and how we can use them to, again, bend the universe to our will or to create these new processes to use the tools offered by biology to produce some various compounds of interest. But again, everyone graduates as a kind of chemical engineer at the end and can work in a very wide range of industries. So what does it look like to study here in our department at UBC? I'm sure you've heard by now in this event that the first year in engineering is common for everyone. At the end of your first year, you apply for your specialization. And so your second year, if chemical engineering is your specialization, in second year, all students, regardless of which program they're in from the two programs that we offer, have a common second year where we really cover the basics of the discipline. We give you the mathematical tools, we look at the scientific knowledge that we need in order to design our processes, and we really get you into that process design. Then, depending on your program, you'll specialize a little bit in third year or fourth year. You'll take some specialized labs, you'll take some specialized theoretical or technical courses that are going to allow you to specialize a little bit into whether you're specializing in the chemical processes or the biological processes. Something that's very exciting is once you get to second year, you have a lot more say in which courses you take, and you can specialize in a variety of disciplines like you see on the screen here, a variety of topics. So if you are leaning a kind of particular way, there's a particular area where you want to apply your engineering skills, you can specialize in fourth year with a series of courses. So while you're here, you will learn from the very best. So not from me, of course, I'm a terrible teacher, but everyone else in the department is really excellent. So you will learn from award-winning teachers and really researchers that are at the top of their field. They are the best in the world. And so it's great to have the opportunity to work with them as you develop your engineering skills. While you're here, like in most engineering programs, you will get a lot of hands-on training. And so what we mean by that, you'll spend some time in the laboratory. You will spend some time working with the equipment and really getting an understanding for the processes that you're covering in class. We have a great relationship with industry, so we organize some visits for students to go to industries, to meet people working as chemical engineers, and to see where they may be working afterwards. So there's really that kind of interaction with real processes. Finally, at the end, for your capstone project, capstone being that big project that you have at the end of your degree, you're going to work and design an entire plant or an entire process on your own based on your interest. And so some examples of previous years, like you see on the screen, we have the production of kind of biomaterials like bioplastics that are environmentally sound. We are kind of recycling kind of fuels, can capture carbon. There's any kind of process that you can imagine. There's a chemical engineer there designing and working on it. So what can you expect on the student experience side? Quite a bit, actually. So I'm not exaggerating when I say we have the absolute best students, or students are really outstanding. They participate in all sorts of activities. What you see here is a variety of the undergrad design teams that our students participate in. They are really tackling some really challenging things, developing some new medical applications, producing kind of green fuel from algae. They're working on technical kind of challenges. And our students are competing at the local, national, international scale, and they do quite well. They often bring home prizes. We are very, very proud of our students here. And so it's a great student community to kind of build in. And there's that community too, like there's a real cohort sense here where everyone kind of works together towards common goals. We have a lot of our students that work in co-op, which is a great opportunity. So co-op being an opportunity to go work in those companies that hire chemical engineers and to get some real work experience during your studies. And we really have a culture here in the department to kind of help students find kind of research opportunities. So some of those top researchers in the world that I mentioned earlier, there's opportunities to work with them in their research group and get some experience that way. So where are you going to end up with a degree in chemical engineering? The answer is almost anywhere, because there's chemical engineers working in a variety of fields. Everything is a system, everything is a process, and the tools that you get in this discipline are incredibly powerful and will allow you to contribute to any field you can imagine. Here's a few of our recent students. Some of them are working in energy production and food. Some of them went to med school. Some of them are working on fuel cells. We have some of our students in some of the top graduate schools in the world performing cutting edge research. So whatever you can imagine, chemical engineering will give you some tools to work in that field. And here are some of the companies that hire some, recently have hired some of our graduates, right? So it's really an opportunity to work in the field that you want. And I'll close this by saying that the world needs more chemical engineers. This tool, this ability to look and analyze at systems and to design new systems to make the world around us better is an essential skill to tackle the challenges that we have today. I'll argue more so than many of the other engineering disciplines, because we have the overview of all of these things, how everything fits together, and the tools to really solve or design solutions to the problems that are facing humanity right now. And so chemical engineers have a real leadership role to play in the engineering fields and in society in general. And so I hope that you will join us as future chemical engineers and help us tackle some of these challenges. So with that, I hope that answered kind of some of your questions. If you do have any further questions, please don't hesitate to kind of contact us at the email address on the screen. If you want to come visit our facilities, I'll be happy to personally give you a tour of the labs if you like. You just have to contact us or follow us on social media. And so I hope to see you in person. I certainly hope that you'll consider joining our department in the future. But until then, I wish you all the best.